Oh, hello. Wow. So week 9 of the Orion Bowl Fantasy NFL series is in the books. We're moving on to week 10. And first of all, let's take a look at what happened in week 9. Quite frankly, NFL football was broken last week, is my opinion on it. How do you predict this crap? What is happening? The Buffalo Bills, you play 3 players on the highest scoring offense in the league, playing the 3rd worst defense in the league and probably the worst team in the league in the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you get nothing from any of them. And the Jags beat the Bills with no touchdowns scored at all in the whole game. How do you predict that? That's mental. The fucking Rams lost as well. What is happening? Big Ben Rothwell getting knocked out in the first round? Fuck you. Anyway, let's stay on point. So, yeah, let's start with the Week 9 entourage. Week 9 entourage, the Vinny Chase, the star of the show, unquestionably has to go to Justin Herbert. Man, that kid can play, can't he? Good Lord, that guy, he's so good. It's just, and it's a great win for the Gorillas against the lowest scoring team for the 2nd week in a row in the team with no Namath. More like the team with no points, isn't it? Hey? Come on, Namath, where's your points? Where's your points at, bro? Do you know you've scored like a healthy 1 week point over the course of 2 weeks now? That's not good. Where's your points? Get your points. Anyway. Moving on. Namath are going to finish higher than I am anyway, so I don't know why I'm taking the piss. But yeah, the Johnny Drama Award this week goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, because the Pittsburgh Steelers really kept the drama high in the game between the Colts and the Harlots. It became so close. It should have been a bigger win than that, quite frankly. But the Colts still managed to just about get it, only by 2 points. Commiserations to the Harlots. I mean, that is just unlucky. That was a lot closer than I expected it to be. Going into not that I mean the Harlots didn't have a chance to win at the start, but it's just that obviously the Steelers played late. They played on like the Monday night game, didn't they? And going into that game with like Najee Harris and the Steelers defense, I think he only needed 16 points or something like that. So it looked like the Colts were going to get that pretty easily. And you know what? They didn't get it easily either. They really didn't. But anyway, the Turtle Award for much better than expected goes to Mr. Lamar Jackson this week. Honestly, he has not been on form lately, has he? But he found his form last week, putting up a 30-burger. You've got to enjoy that. And the Suns certainly enjoyed that. The reigning champions, who I expect to see at the NFL Mansion this week so that I can hand him over his belt and, his winner's ring. Because he needs to have the belt whilst he's still mathematically able to defend it. I think he still can, just about. Anyway. Great win for the coach's Suns there. And Lamar Jackson, way better than expected. For the coach's Suns' sake, let's hope that he keeps it up. The Ari Gold / Jeremy Piven Diversity Award goes to Joe Mixon for mixing it up in his game, because he was catching, he was receiving, he was doing it all. He is as diverse. He has got as diverse a range as Jeremy Piven's acting range, and that is why that award is so cool. But yeah, Joe Mixon mixing it up. He's very good for the Legion, who went to victory against my beloved Baltimore Ravens. Do I feel like you deserve it? No, I'm kidding. You do, of course you do. The Arizona defense was a very, very good pick. That's fair play to you. Do I think that the Buffalo Bills were the main reason that I got shafted? I mean, sure, yeah, no, I believe that, but I have to believe that. I have to. It's like, but no, fair play to the Legion. They are a really good team, and I always struggle to find a win against them. I have done this season. They've clean swept me under the rug where my team belongs, quite frankly, because they are the toilet bowl team, and that's for good reason. Anyway, the E Award goes to the entire Buffalo Bills team, because they were just terrible, just like the character E from Entourage. They might have even been more terrible. Yeah, terrible. Anyways, right, so moving on. Coaches' questions. We've only got one coach's question this week, and it's really more of a statement. It's been sent in by Mr. DJ Trump. I don't know if you heard of him. So anyway, I think we can all agree there were a lot of bad decisions being made by the Baltimore Ravens last week. I took a look at his team on Tuesday morning. I said, man, what a lot of bad decisions. Yeah, that's all I've got to say on that, really. It's like, you know what, my Trump impression is getting better. I've been working on it. You know, it's a work in progress, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was my Donald Trump impression. But, you know, let me know what you think. Either way, let's move on to this week, week 10. Come on then. Let's have a go. Dallas Trey Gorillas against the Baltimore Ravens, 4-5 versus 4-5. We've got a lot of 4 and 5s. Fortunately for me, there's quite a lot of 4 and 5s still this week because, yeah, I really needed that win last week. Anyway, on to this one. I can only focus on the week that's in front of me. No, the Dallas Trey Gorillas are the team that are in front of me, and honestly, with Justin Herbert being on the form that he's on, I'm in so much trouble because I'm going to really start slipping down the table now because I don't really see where I win this one because the Dallas Cowboys are at home against Atlanta with Dak Prescott playing, so Ezekiel Elliott's probably going to have a day. Darrell Henderson, again, probably going to have a day. So there's very few weaknesses. He's got Peterson in there for Tennessee. Tennessee love to run that ball, and if Peterson can find some form, he's going to have a day. You know, the Rams defense. You know, since I'm playing so many 49ers offensive players, they're going to have a day. You know, basically, I don't see any avenue that I pull this one out. I mean, Stafford, if he has a really good day against San Francisco, there's a lot riding on the Tuesday night on the really, really late game window. You know, Taylor running against Jacksonville, you know, if he could put up another 30 burger, he put up his big points last week. So I don't see, it's very rare that you'll get 2 30-point games from a running back in a row. And I don't think that's happening this week, so I don't think I can rely on that from Taylor. Mitchell, he's healthy, but again, that's going to be the Tuesday game. And you know, the Rams defense have been looking good. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. Got Metcalf back and Samuel, as long as they're all healthy. Because the problem is a lot of them played, but in a limited capacity last week, which really annoyed me. I do have Dawson Knox back. That could be good. That might be the only position. That might be the only position, honestly, where I've got the Gorillas beat. Like that and the kicker. I might be able to beat Tucker this week. He only put up 4, which is, you know, brilliant. But yeah, Gorillas win that. Gorillas win that all day. I am going to slip to 4 and 6, which is going to put me right out of playoff contention. And yeah, I'm going to have to start tanking for first pick again. But it's that time of year, guys. It is the season. You know what I mean? Oh, God, isn't fantasy NFL just depressing? It is if you've got my team. It's just they always see. It seems like whatever decisions I make. Because the thing is like I've put. I put Jefferson in there because Jefferson is obviously Robert Woods is now out for the season for the Rams, so that bumps Jefferson up to wide receiver 2 because let's be fair, OBJ is still going to be learning the playbook. Like he's not going to jump in straight away, and maybe he might. He's a very talented guy, but. You know, really, consensus is that Jefferson's probably going to have a busier workload like over the next couple of weeks at the very least. So if he's going to have a big game, it's probably going to be this week. That being said, if Robinson is playing, I might be tempted to put him in because the thing is like he's only got a bruised heel. So if I don't put him in, he'll go for like 20 or 30 points. That happens every time. Every time I leave Robinson on my bench, he does an absolute. Like, it does damage. But if he's out, I might be tempted. I did pick up Carlos Hyde, because if he's out, then Carlos Hyde is going to get basically all of the running options. The problem is, I have decisions to make, right? Am I renowned for making good decisions? No. So this is going to be a car crash. This is going to be an absolute car crash. I mean, whoever I pick... Whoever I leave on my bench is going to put up ridiculous numbers. Whoever I leave in is going to get a 3. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, yeah. Bottom line is, Gorillas win that one. Legion of Hope against the Coach's Sons. Now, this was going to be interesting. The Coach's Sons have already put Lamar Jackson in. He has only gone for about half of what he did last week, which is still, it's not terrible. Like 15, it's not ideal from your quarterback, is it? But it's not the end of the world either. Especially when, you've got Aaron Rodgers on the other side for the Legion of Hope. I don't know, maybe I thought that you were dropping him because Aaron Rodgers was just being a dick. Mixon being on a bye, that's not good for the Legion because they've been relying on Mixon a lot. I got Connor though. Connor, oh god damn, yeah, he had a big day for Arizona last week. So yeah, Connor and Cook, Jesus Christ, and Thielen and Cup, good lord, yeah, and then. But McCaffrey's back. You've got McCaffrey back. You've got Jefferson in there. You've got Melvin Gordon as well. You know what? I mean, the thing is, if Lamar Jackson had put up a few more points, I would say the Coach's Sons will go and get another win. But honestly, I think that it's the Legion's week this week again. I think the Legion have been marching. I think the Legion march to 6-4. I think they start securing their playoff position this week. Because they've got some players, man. They've got some players. Very jealous, but best of luck to both. Then you've got the team with no Namath. Can he make it 3 consecutive weeks in a row with the lowest amount of points scored? Can he do it? I mean, is that what he's going for? It kind of seems like it at this point, especially when he's playing bloody Gaskin, who only goes for 4.5 points. It's a bloody good start. Namath, bloody good start, because if that's what you're going for, if you're trying to go for the 3rd consecutive lowest scoring team, that's the kind of start you need from your starting running back to get 31 yards and 40 receiving. Oh god. The Indianapolis Colts have already played Mark Andrews, who put up a solid 12 points, even though they lost. All the points went to Mark Andrews. So I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, I think that the Colts are probably going to march to a victory here. I don't think they're going to have to score particularly high points because I don't know what has happened to the team with no Namath, lately. I mean, thing is, Fournette started to come into some form. You've got CeeDee Lamb. Well, get Chris Carson out of there. He's out. He's on injured reserve still, mate. You need to get him out of there. Put in Baston Scott. Get old Baston Scott back in there. And, you've got Gibson from Washington. He could put up some numbers. Not enough to beat the Indianapolis Colts, though. He's just, Najee Harris, Carter, Brown. Andrews has already had a day. Tyreek Hill, he can, the Colts are winning. And then you've got Baby got first pick versus the San Diego Harlots. And this one's going to be interesting. Because, no, it won't be interesting. I think the San Diego Harlots have already got this because Baby got first pick, played Mike Gesicki. Zeros. You don't want double zeros from any of your players. Tight end is not the end of the world. It's not over by any means. And how did the Harlots manage to pick up Mr. George Kittle? Oh, that's a good pickup. He's got Pittman playing as well. Eckler, Cordarrelle Patterson, Josh Allen. If Josh Allen can... Look, the Bills are against the Jets this week. I'm a Jets fan, but I'm honestly, the Bills should beat the Jets pretty handily. And Josh Allen and the Jets and the Bills players should hopefully go for some big numbers. So Josh Allen is going to be, that is the Harlots game. So I'm going to have to, when I lose this week, it's going to really, really do me. These are another 2, 4 and 5 teams. Whoever wins, moves up, and whoever loses takes a step back. I think I'm going to be on the step back this week, but I think the San Diego Harlots are going to be on the step up. And I think that Baby got first pick are unfortunately going to be stepping back with the Baltimore Ravens. And trust me, you do not want to be anywhere with the Baltimore Ravens. Do you know what I mean? They're a toilet team. They're just terrible. Anyway. Right, so all of those that I picked for proved me right. All those that I picked against proved me wrong. And I will see you next week on the Orion Bowl.